So what I plan to discuss today is a new concept for you, and the other concept that I plan to discuss for you all is a concept of string today. Okay. So what is a string? Strings are nothing but series of characters. But then if I write a string called as impetus, it is one string, but it is sequence of characters I, M, P, E, T, U, S. So it's, in a simple words, it's nothing but collection of characters, which is treated as a single unit, And in C, strings are variable length array of characters that is delimited by null character. Now that's something special about C language. So in C language, strings are null terminated. That means the last character inside a string is going to be a special character that is a null terminating character. C uses variable length delimited string. Now when I use the word delimited, that means there has to be a character which will specify where the string gets over. That's not the case in every language. A string literally is enclosed in double quotes. So if you look at the strings, there are different types of strings that you will come across in different languages. I have fixed length strings. I have variable length string. In variable length string, we have length control string and delimited string. So if you talk about Java may we have variable length control string, because over there you will have an attribute which will specify how big is the string, 10 characters, 11 characters, and so on. In string, we do not have the size which will tell us how many characters have been stored inside the string. Then how do I know how big is the string? The simplest way to know how big is the string in C language is there is a delimiting character that is null or \0 that must have been stored. So wherever you find that last character, that's the size of your string and so on. So in C, we have null terminated string. That's a delimiting character that we have. So different languages, we have different types of string. So C may we have string which is variable length delimited. Understand the word delimited. Delimited means there is a character which will tell us where does the string get over. There is a character which will tell us where does the string get over. String kahan khatam ho raha hai, that is what it will specify. So wherever you get this delimiting character, there the string gets over. So look at this. Some languages like Java, we have length control string. So when I use the word length control string, there is a number. It will say the Confucius is a string, and it tells us this string contains 9 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters. So that's length control string. But in C, we do not have any attribute which will tell us the length. Rather, suppose bool is the string that we have. At the end, we have \0. We'll have to go on searching for \0. \0 hai kya. Once we get \0, we'll understand the string has got over here. This \0 is not considered to the part of the string. It is only an indicator which tells us where does the string get over. So my string has got over at this particular location. So it's only a terminating character which will tell us where does the string get over. So different languages, we have different types of string. In C, we have this we have this delimited string. So this is the kind of string that we come across in C, and this is the kind of string that we come across in language like Java, which are length control. There will be an attribute called as length, which will tell us how many characters are present inside the string. Here we do not have any such attribute. Here we'll have to go on searching for this character. Wherever you find this character, the string gets over there. Suppose if I define a character array saying char, arr, empty bracket, note, I have not specified the size of an array. Although I may not have specified the size of the array, I'm saying equal to hello. So I'm initializing, providing initializers. Remember, if an array size has not been specified, it is necessary for you to pass the initializer. So this is my initializer, HELLO. This contains how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many bytes of memory will be allocated for this array? 6 bytes. That's very correct. Because although we have used HELLO, whenever you put the string in double quotes, the last character that gets stored is \0. So actually 6 bytes of memory will get allocated. Likewise, I can take a pointer as well, because we said array names are more like a pointer. So I take a pointer which itself is constant and is also pointing to a constant. Okay, constant char. This C should be smaller. It's also pointing to constant char. And I can say hello. Both the notations are almost the same. So this, but the difference is here no memory is allocated for ARR, whereas over here memory is allocated for CPTR. Because this is a pointer, it will take 8 bytes. Whereas this is just an array name, this will not take any bytes. This will only refer to this string constant. Whereas this pointer will store address of this, and this can also decay to be a pointer. Or I can say constant char star CPTR is equal to hello. The difference between this and this is this pointer will always point to the same string, whereas this pointer is pointing to constant, but itself is not constant. So today is pointing to hello, tomorrow it can store address of bye as well. Whereas this one cannot store any other address because the pointer is constant. Since the pointer is constant, it will always point to address of h, same thing. Whereas this today is pointing to address of h, tomorrow I can say CPTR is equal to bye, so it will point to address of b as well. So when you create this string in double quotes, hello, how does it get stored? HELLO, and what gets stored is \0. although backslash 0 is not considered to be part of the string, but it still occupies memory. So HELLO 5 bytes plus one more byte for backslash 0. So when you create a string constant, backslash 0 automatically gets added whenever you enclose your sequence of characters into double quotes. Even if I take a single character and enclose into double quotes, still the same thing will happen. If I say char in single quotes, only single byte of memory has been allocated. But if I put H in double quotes, note there is a double quote over here and double quote over here. What will happen is H and then backslash 0. Difference is character constants appears in single quote, string constants appear in double quotes. So if I take a character constant, single byte of memory. If I take a string constant, something appears in double quotes, so backslash 0 automatically gets added. Even if I create an empty string, just double quotes, then also backslash 0 will get stored. So string will at least have 1 byte of memory. Even empty string will have backslash 0 that has been stored inside that particular string. Say, when I create a string saying char ARR of hello, what is happening? It is creating a string. This is initialized to hello, HELLO. And then at the end, backslash 0 has been stored. But the same character array, if I had initialized with set of character constants, look at that, HELLO. These are all character constants. Here I had used string constant. Here I had used string constant. And here I am using set of character constant. So in that case, it becomes a character array. Here it is a string, character array containing a string, because every string is a character array. Because here also we have sequence of characters, but that sequence of characters which is terminated with backslash 0 becomes a string. So every string is a character array, but every character array is not a string, because in every character array there is no necessity there has to be a backslash 0. So if I initialize this array as set of character constants, so its size is 5 bytes. But if I initialize this array as a string constant, the size is 6 bytes. Although the size of size, if you print by using string length function, will give a size as 5 only over here, because backslash 0 is not considered to be the part of the array, but it is still occupying space. So look at the way the memory gets allocated. If I initialize this array by using string constant, 6 bytes of memory is allocated. If I initialize this character array by using character constants, only 5 bytes of memory has now been allocated. So here only a character array has got created. Here a string has been created. A single character is a string is a character array terminated by null character. So this is also a character array, sequence of characters, but such a sequence of character which is terminated with backslash 0. Say I say char str of 11 is equal to good day. So what's going to happen? We create a character array in which we have good day, and then good day takes in how many bytes? These are 4 bytes, and 4 and 4, 8 bytes, and one more for backslash 0, 9 bytes. So good space day and backslash 0. What will happen about the rest? Nobody can guess. So this is a part of the character array, but not a part of the string. Why? Because array is of size 11. So 11 bytes of memory has been allocated for the array, but string is of size 8 only, because GOOD space DAY 8. 4 for this, 5 for space, and 3 for this 8. Although you may backslash 0 has got stored, backslash 0 is never considered to be the part of the string. It already is stored in the memory, but this array was of size 11. So out of 11, you have consumed 9 bytes, and 2 bytes, you never know what will get stored inside those 2 character variables, what will get stored. So it's an array of size 11 bytes. It's an array of size 11 characters. It's an array of 11 characters, out of which 9 characters have been occupied by good day, good space day. Backslash 0 is the 9th position. 10th and 11th position is undetermined. We cannot specify. Normally this will also be backslash 0, but then there is no such assurance that has been provided. If I take double quotes, that's an empty string. If I say A in double quotes, that's still a string, but how will it get stored? A and backslash 0. How will it get stored here? Only backslash 0. And if I pay A in single quotes, that's just a single character. So while this is a character, initialized with quotes, single quotes, if I initialize the same with double quotes, it becomes a string. And if I use only double quotes, then also it's an empty string which contains backslash 0. Now, name of an array in C represents its address. So if you look at this particular program, even if I say hello in double quotes, name of a string constant also represents its address. So if it represents the address, what will happen? If I say hello of 1, that means hello will give you address of the first element. Hello of 0 is H and hello of 1 is E. So you'll get address E. Let's see this with the help of an example. And then we'll also look at some kind of declarations. First, let's look at the declaration, and then we'll go to an example. If I say char str of 9, I have just created a character array. This character array is of size 9 characters. Str is a name pointing to this location, but no additional memory is allocated for str. Whereas if I say char star SPTR, it's a pointer. This is like a pointer, whereas this is a pointer, and for pointer 8 bytes of memory will get allocated. I could also, but then if I have to store something, you'll have to allocate memory for it. Memory for string should be allocated before the string can be used. If I gonna say p star is equal to bye bye, so you'll have to first make sure that enough memory is available allocated over here to store bye bye, and then p star should be pointing to that particular block of memory. I can say char month is equal to January. That's okay. January will get stored. One more backslash 0 will get stored. I can say char star spt is equal to good day. So that's a string constant, and p star is a pointer which is pointing to address of G. I can say char star empty bracket is equal to good day. Array month likha January kya and star likha good day kya, it's one and the same. So these two notations are almost the same. Difference is there is additional 8 bytes of memory that is allocated for this particular pointer. There is no additional memory allocated for str. Str is pointing to good day. So the good day ke liye whatever memory has been allocated, that's the only memory that has been allocated. Whereas over here, there is this memory 9 bytes, 10 bytes. Why am I saying 10 bytes? 4 plus 4, 8, 9 bytes. Okay, 9 bytes over here and 8 bytes for this. Whereas over here, only this 9 bytes of memory will get allocated. So month is like a pointer, not a pointer, pointing to address of J. Whereas when I say good day, that's also a name, that's also pointing to address of G. If I say SPTR, PSTR, that's also pointing to the same thing. If I say STR, that's also pointing to good day. Rather, it can point to the same good day string and so on. So let's look at those same examples that will also demonstrate to us how we can go ahead carrying out operations on strings. First, let me give an example of string literal. Watch it. I say char str of 10. So when I say char str of 10, an array of size 10 characters have been created, but they have been initialized with only 4 characters, A, B, C, D. But we need to see what's happening in the memory. We need to see what's happening in the memory. So if you look at the memory, if I want to debug this particular code, I create char str of 10 is equal to ABCD is what I have done. So when I initialize this array, let's go into the memory and see what has happened. So if you go into memory, this array str has got created. Str of 0 में A है, 1 में B है, 2 में C है, D में 3 में D है, and note 4th में backslash 0 है. If any element in the array is initialized, normally all other elements are set to value as 0. But the string contains only these 4 characters, A, B, C, D. Backslash 0 is null terminator. These are not the part of the string now. These are not part of the string. No backslash 0 is part of the string. String का size कितना है तो 4 ही है. But str of 0, the first location A has got stored, second location B, third location C, next to D, fifth location backslash 0. And we did not store backslash 0. That automatically gets stored because we have initialized them with double quotes. We are initializing them with double quotes. Now if I print address of str, if I print address of str, let's see what has got printed. This is the address of str. That's the address of the array, CB6. Because in C, name of an array represents address. So I got the address of the array, CB6. If I had said only str, but instead of using %p, had I used %s, listen to me very carefully. %s, what does it do? Whatever is the argument, that has to be a pointer, whichever location it is pointing to, on that location, whatever characters are stored, it will go on printing all the characters till backslash 0 is not encountered. So what it will do is, it will start from this location. It will start from this location and go on printing all characters till backslash 0 is not encountered. So it will find at the 5th position backslash 0 and there is where it will stop. So let's print the string using %s and c. So when I print the string using %s, look, the entire string has got printed ABCD. Then what do? I say str is equal to %c. str of 1, अरे str of 0 में A है, तो str of 1 में B है. So when I say %c, a single character will get printed, but I am saying str of 1. But remember concept क्या है? When I say str of 1, it's as good as saying str plus 1 whole thing bracket star. I hope you remember that arithmetics. So it will be like str plus 1 whole thing bracket star. Whole thing bracket star, because array name are like pointers. So when I say of 1, that means str plus 1 whole thing bracket star. That is what it will get. So whole thing bracket star means value at that location, a single character. So we got a single character, that is B. Now, if I say double quotes में ABCD, and if I use %p, you're going to get the address of that particular string. Watch it. If I'm going to get address of that particular string, got it? But while string array was stored over here, constants are stored at a special different location. So constants addresses will be very different than address of the variable. That's a special location where the constants will get stored. So 307b is the address where it has got stored. But if I said %ABCD, what will happen? %, what it does, whatever address that it gets, this also gives you address. We just cross check. This also gives us address. So whatever address that it has got, starting from that address, that means in this case, starting from this address, it will go and printing all characters till the time it does not come across backslash 0. So it will print all the characters till it does not come across \0. It has printed ABCD. Like last time I had said, str of 1, because name of an array represents address, or a string constant also represents address. So I can very well say ABCD of 1. So if I say ABCD of 1, you still get B. ABCD of 1, because like array name represents address, string constants are special, they also represents address. This does not happen with integer constants, float constant, double constant. This is special case only with string constants. Now if so we stop here today and we continue with a further discussion. Next session is again going to be a deep dive into some advanced concepts.